You're listening to the audio production of The Red Sea Rules, 10 God-Given Strategies for Difficult Times by Robert J. Morgan, published by Thomas Nelson and read by the author.
To Katrina. Preface. Charles H. Spurgeon said, "The Lord will make a way for you where no foot has been before. That which, like a sea, threatens to drown you shall be a highway for your escape." The Middle Eastern sun was down, the cold envelope of night having closed around Jerusalem. The streets of the old stone city were emptying as stragglers stumbled home. All over town, oil lamps shielded the last of their flickering lights and pungent odors, and embers lay dying in the hearths. But in a tiny room near the temple, a man named Asaph was awake, sitting blanket enfolded on the edge of a small bed. His world was in ruins, and though exhausted, he couldn't sleep. Finally, he lit his lamp and started reading his Bible. His mind recalled the miracle of the Red Sea, the story in Exodus 14 when the waters parted, allowing the children of Israel to escape the pursuing armies of Pharaoh. Asaph later recorded his thoughts in Psalm 77, where, after describing his anguish, he turned his thoughts to the power of God in days of old. Psalm 77 says, "You made a way through the sea, and paths through the deep waters, but your footprints were not seen. You led your people like a flock by using Moses and Aaron." In that story, in that God, Asaph found overcoming strength. Just think of it. The winds blew, the seas split, the waters congealed into towering walls, and the Israelites passed through dryshod. This happened not for the entertainment value of the experience, but to prove to us in earth-shaking, history-making fashion that even when we are most anxious and distressed, God will make a way when there seems to be no way. I, too, am an Asaph. Not long ago I was flying from Athens to New York, dealing with a problem that had reduced me to a bundle of nerves. Someone I loved was in trouble. Gazing down on the choppy Atlantic, I asked God for his help, then opened my Bible. The day's reading, as it happened, was Exodus 14. The seat beside me was vacant, but as I began reading, I felt as though the Lord himself was sitting beside me, tutoring me through the passage. My fingers...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?